Hello, everyone, or the two people that will ever watch this video. This is a game I played today and had a lot of fun. I was playing a little bit freer, and I've been, I've somehow managed to go from lose 100 points in my rating today. There were, well, first of all, it's Friday night. Oh, well, first of all, I wasn't on the top of my game as good as my game is, and there were a couple times where people were just teaming up. I mean, they'd start off at first and they'd say, "Anyone want to be a team?" And but anyhow, I played this person before, Yadov Nikhil, I think from India, and I'm playing a little bit more freer now and not really worrying too much about the rating number because my ultimate goal is to get better. But the reason I chose to publish this game is we got 4 players, and the green player seems to be a newer player, rated at 1181, and I checked their profile and it looked like on Blitz their rating was 687. But anyhow, I start off just basic thoughts. I wanna get my king pretty protective. I'm cautious of the person on my left, Yadov, and because I played them a couple games and I don't remember the games, but I know that they're, for my level and our level, that they're a solid player. But basically, um, this game was interesting. Let's see. Okay, now my king has been castled. I don't like the I don't like the fact that there's a pawn on my a3. I wish it was on a2, and you know what I'm talking about. I know they have different different coordinate systems on these boards. But yellow seems to be doing well. Green hasn't really. I think green hasn't really developed that much. Now you notice the chat. Um, the Yadov said something. And so I'm like, I didn't want to. I didn't want them to team up. So I don't know. I have no idea what they're if they're speaking Hindi or whatever. And so eventually, I'll just choose to the option of stop chat, just because if they are friends or if they are gonna team, cut it off as soon as possible. But regardless of that, well, and you have to also understand the last few games before this, people were just brutal on teaming up, and it's so I did initiate a stop chat, but let's see here. I'm starting to get into, well, we'll see it here in the, we'll see it later on in the video. Looks like, okay, Green develops, or not develops, he does a queenside castle, and I'm just checking all my, just make sure that I'm not under, I don't make a blunder. And if you have any, if you play 4-player chess, download a screen capture kit, screen capture tool, and just make videos of it. Help the community out. Share your tactics. Red pushed his pawn. I wasn't too worried about it because if he takes it, then I'll take it and I'll have that file. Also too, if he takes my pawn and I take his pawn, which we do, and then he decides to go for the rook for points, then that'll tell me, that'll give me kind of tell me, you know, is he confident or. Okay. So he did go for the points, but I kind of like having my queen and bishop. In the corner. Sorry for the pause. I'm yawning a little bit. I'm just trying to keep everything protected. Okay, good. So yellow takes his attention off of, I don't know if the reason he moved his knight out in the first place was for me or. This is kind of it looks like I have a clear way to get a queen. Nothing's. Now I'm checking. Looks like blitz. He's okay. So I just wanted to see what he was thinking. I got my queen, yes. So now everyone's in danger. They don't know. Taking a little bit of time to think. And I noticed that that knight was, he moved his knight out and it was unprotected, so he blundered it. And I'm also noticing a very nice checkmate on red. So I just have to get that knight out of there. Okay, he takes my rook. That's okay. Because it conveniently allows me to do that. wanted to do that. Like I said, I wanted to get that knight out of there for the checkmate. He moves there, and now I go in for the kill. Or I don't go in for the kill. I don't know why. Looks like I had the checkmate there. So I could have mated him before. But I waited. I guess I just didn't realize it. But I think he's kind of thinking about his rook now. He's like, I'm going to move my knight. If I were him, and I wasn't... Wow. So now I'm like... I still don't understand why I haven't done the checkmate. It just goes to show you that sometimes when you're playing, you're so focused on something else. What am I doing? Am I missing something? No. That is so weird, because I don't recall this game afterwards as it was played out. Okay. Maybe for some reason I was... Okay, so now green comes in. I kind of want to help green out, so I'm looking around. You can see I look around with my cursor. Let's see. I'm going to add a little pressure to green, or to yellow. And also they have their yellow rook that's unattended. This is what's kind of weird, because I know that I went in for a fork. Anyhow, let's do this. I'm like, do 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 do. Okay, there we go. Now I have a most beautiful... I'm still in my mind thinking, why did I not take that mate earlier with red? Okay. Good. So green has the queen, and so okay, I moved up, put him in check, hoping that would hoping green that'll trigger something with green. green, seems like he's where I was a couple, 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. So now I'm just saying, hey, I'm going to take some pawns. I feel like that I will have a good outcome of the game. Also, I'm still in my mind in this game, I'm thinking that red and yellow are friends. So, ooh, here's where I go for the fork on his 2 rooks. Like, I could take that, but why not just go for something better? Now it's like, which rook, if red doesn't do something to you know, stop this, if he could. I don't think he could, but then I will, okay, so the queen comes down. And also this is taking some pressure off of green, because they're saying, hey, I've got blue here who's kind of, you know, not attacking me or anything. Now, I believe, I believe I have a pretty strong, solid position. And if I don't, and you're one of the 2 people that ever watch this, please point it out if I don't. Now, this is kind of a, I'm starting to look at now I'm getting the checkmate. I think I finally said, hey, there's a checkmate there. You know, when I could have done it a long time ago. He moves his, I think red is gonna mate. Red's gonna go ahead and mate yellow, which, but why he's so focused on that? And this is the mistake. This could have been a 100-point game for me. Because you shouldn't let other people do the checkmates. Green just did a passive move by just a time saver, and there's the mate. Okay, now I'm like, oh wow, there's a checkmate. Like the same one that I missed time and time again. But for some reason, there we go. Good, I got him. Now, I remember when I was starting out that, you know, I wanted to, this guy only has 8 points. I have 38, and red is winning, and now he has to fight for the points. But I don't think he realizes that much. He realizes that concept, or But anyhow, so I wanna just start trading pieces. Um, he's actually in a lot better. He has a lot more material than I do. I'm like, take my bishop. He didn't want to, so I did that. Okay, so he's 13 points. So even if he... Okay, so he's 724 blitz. He's like I am at blitz. Because the only time I play blitz is on my tablet when I'm in the restroom. Okay, so I'm gonna see. Okay. He goes and he takes a piece. I can't really do anything with his... I just want to trade some pieces. Give him a few time to make up some points. I was mistaken earlier when I said he had more material. I had the two queens. He does have the rooks, which can move quickly through the... So I put my bishop there. He does that. Now I'm like, okay, 18, so 38. I'm like, all he needs is... I'm going to give him a break. I'm going to... Some people will hate me for this. They're chess purist. I go put him in check. And a lot of times when we get in check, we don't see that, hey, we can take that piece. So I said, well, maybe his rook will... Okay. And I'm like, no, come on. Duh. Take my queen. I'm trying to help you. Help me help you. So now I think the light bulb goes on. He has a queen. He has many options to take it. So now I'm... And that's it. So basically, helping the weaker guy out.